Yeah. What's good, YouTube? We about to react to some playback. You know what I'm saying? They about to be talking about, do men have boundaries for real? You know what I'm saying? We gonna see what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? For all my men in here, you know what I'm saying? When females talk to you and you got a girl, do you like avoid them, or do you like let them talk to you and shit? We gonna see, man. Catch his intro.
You're not the real hero. I'm the real hero. Now, me, personally, I would never allow that type of disrespect.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I would never.
What that say?
Now, me,
Oh.
personally,
Okay, so Rihanna. I mean, what's this girl name? Oh my god. I forgot her name. Kiki Palmer. She got a nigga, but she let Usher hug up on her.
I would never.
We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and the mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others. He gets told he's a hater. Interesting. We're gonna see.
Allow that type of
Yeah,
disrespect.
I'm trying to think.
I would never.
That? Apparently, Usher does this often,
For
and
20 years he's been doing this,
and he
bro.
does it to that row. So the
Yeah.
people that sit on that row specifically
knows.
know they're about to catch this Usher serenation.
And she bought the ticket knowing that was going to happen, dressed like this, knowing that could potentially happen, and was mad geeked. But this nigga has been doing this shit for 20 years, bro. He has been ruining relationships for 20 years. It has not been talked about enough, man, the things that
20 years
Usher
is
does,
crazy.
man. That is not being talked about. A 20-year track record is immaculate, bro.
Yeah.
You know the Boondocks episode?
Yeah.
That's off a true story. You know that, right?
Word. So this has been happening.
Yeah, that's what I said, 20 years.
Oh wow, I thought you was being exaggerated.
No. 20 years. This nigga has been just walking around ruining relationships, bro.
Insane.
The guy who was a waiter who said, I wouldn't let that happen to me though.
Yeah.
He said in real life, him and his wife were going back and forth and had a discrepancy at a dinner table, whatever, out eating. Usher walks in. She goes from this to like, oh my god, Usher. Oh my goodness,
I'm not gonna lie.
Usher.
Yo, no funny shit. If my wife ever did that, I will have to really look deep. Because that means that she is like really
On some Will Smith time that whole time.
intrigued by status.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, why? But like,
In retaliation of Keke Palmer getting serenaded, Darius decided, and this is the baby daddy, we live in a generation where a man of a family doesn't want the wife and mother of his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others. He gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family, my reputation. I have standards and morals, damn it. I believe. I rest my case. Now, Darius, I'm gonna tell you right now, nigga, you keep that shit at home, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not letting not a fucking soul know that I'm at the crib tight. I'm gonna be at the crib tight in silence, nigga, and we're gonna have a conversation when she gets there. Soon as you let this happen, it's done, bro. This is a Tom Boucher type of nigga, too.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
that,
about to
right?
say, you a grown ass man tweeting about your wife
That's
on Twitter.
that's what Tom would do in Boondocks.
Yeah.
That's like this is.
Whoa.
He's literally Tom, bro.
No, he is.
He's literally Tom, bro.
Yo, okay, first of all,
You're Tom, nigga.
First of all, look, if you set the boundaries in your relationship and she violated them that night, then you need to handle it with her as you should.
It really ain't no need for talking. Like
Right.
that's it. Like
that's
we,
it, bro.
We here.
What did you say you were gonna do when it happened? Like, is there now like, do you trust her less? How you gonna work through this? Doing it on Twitter just feels like it accomplishes nothing.
Facts.
Like you was trying to shame her, and I don't give a fuck how much somebody fucks up. Shaming them almost never leads to a productive result. It's almost always like a petty response. So this is a grown ass man that just realized that he can get his wife here taken by Usher. You're saying things like showcasing.
I don't know if
booty
they're
cheeks.
married. I don't know if they're married. So,
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. If they
Boyfriend,
family. This
bro,
is- yeah.
booty cheeks to please others. These are conversations you should be having with her in private.
Does that
But
not
also-
sound like Tom?
But
Booty
it does.
cheeks to
100% of that. But
It
the,
sounds like Tom.
but the
You
point
sound
is,
like that nigga, bro.
it's like she's an entertainer. Did you expect her to stop trying to entertain? We just dropped
Yeah,
an
I know.
A&P divorce court video, and in one of the couples, she called herself an entertainer. She was really a stripper. But the the man was, well, he wasn't happy with how much he was entertaining other people, but they had an open relationship. But the point was he just wanted some more attention. But it's like, you can't get with her and expect her to stop being her. So she's an entertainer. She's going to most likely flirt or be friendly with people in the industry, right? And a lot of people are going to flirt with her too because she is gorgeous. And she didn't become more friendly since you've been with her. She's been that way, and you've probably known that. So airing out known issues on Twitter is crazy. And is not productive, and it also just makes you kind of look like less of a man.
Also, it is hypocrisy. So all of a sudden she's a mom, but like literally, like less than a year ago, this is what he was posting. So he was posting that when this is after she was pregnant and had his child and stuff like that. And he's like openly recording this.
Yeah. So this nigga. Oh, there we go. You're about to get me banned on Twitch.
My bad, bro. My bad.
You keep pulling up ass on my timeline.
It is pretty hypocritical. Like she was a mom when you were recording her shake her ass and twerk on the timeline, bro. You don't care, bro. You're just insecure, my nigga. Like, let's just be honest with ourselves, bro. And then also, let's be also clear. I understand what you're saying that, you know.
Yo.
Okay.
See, that's a lot.
Nah. You got a nigga and you're at what is this nigga's concert or some shit, and you got your mouth wide open, googly eyes. Nah, that's bad. I don't give a fuck if that nigga is Jesus. Fuck no.
Hold on.
But that's a lot.
I would be tight, and I don't even think that's an insecurity for it. That's just like, why are you dragging this shit? You act like you never seen. You're a celebrity. You act like you never seen another celebrity before. If it was like a random person, maybe, I guess.
That's like,
a lot. That's a lot.
So look, what she's trying to do here.
Joe Vera. Oh my God! Wow! Like, my nigga.
What she's trying to do here is be relatable. This is an industry tactic.
I know.
This is an industry tactic to make it seem like she doesn't have access to those type of niggas all the time.
I know. And that is also true.
2, I think this is corny as fuck.
Yes.
And you know who I seen do this recently? Aisha Curry. On the talk show where she made a joke about taking off her ring when a man who looked good came on. Bro, you're fucking married. And the reality is, it's not even...
That was lucky bad too.
You don't have no consideration because the thing is, it's not like your relationships are private, right? People know about your relationships. So when Aisha Curry does it, they're going to look at Steph like, they're going to start, now he's receiving some of the flack for a decision you made, a joke you decided to make on your show. At the end of the day, it's a joke. She's not fucking this man. Obviously, nigga has an impressive body. There's just no way around it. But this is like glaze. This is a certain level of glaze that you know is going to result in your husband or your man receiving some flack.
But it's not even that. It's just straight up disrespectful. Especially like the Aisha Curry thing. Like they're married. They have kids. Like that's something. Like, why are you playing like that? Like that's just. I don't understand that. I get the whole like you want to be relatable, but you're not relatable. You are married,
but that's
with kids.
That's
like,
what
that's
it
your
is,
actual
though.
life.
Y'all want to be so relatable, bro.
But you're not relatable.
But if that's what you want to do, though, just keep your relationship private. You feel me? Like when you publicize your relationship and you decide to do these things, there's additional complications now because you don't just have you to consider. But y'all decide.
Yeah. And then the fancy one thing, they gonna be on dick, tell the other spouse and shit. Yeah, that's just as bad.
To have these public ass relationships and post y'all significant others all the time, and then you also do things like this, and the net result is just negative. Also, you look more relatable, but it ends up making you just look more out of touch.
Hey, them internet niggas be crazy, boy. Them niggas top tier investigator, fucking Sherlock Holmes, Inspector Gadget ass niggas, man. They'll find anything. I swear to God, I don't know how they do it. They be on time.
Because people just gonna be like, bro, why would you?
FBI need to hire some of them niggas. I ain't gonna lie.
You do that if you were in a relationship or if you were married.
Imagine if a married man was sitting down and like we just brought out a bunch of strippers, knowing that the nigga's married to seduce this nigga, and he didn't even play about taking off his rings. Like we would look like mad irresponsible, like trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like why? Yeah. Like we're not being respectful of the sanctity of their marriage. But like, come on, like what are we doing right now, bro?
I don't know, this is just,
so all I'm saying is just keep it consistent.
She looks so good though. We haven't said that yet.
We can all agree, Darius, the way you handle that. You come across like a Tom Boucher ass nigga, bro. Like just keep that shit in the house, keep it in home, bro. You deal with it when she gets home, and that's just how y'all converse about it. But Jonah Hill, on the other hand, that is what he did. So for those who don't know, the other story is Jonah Hill was in a relationship with Sarah Brandy, who was a surfer, but they were in a relationship years ago. This is how nasty this story is.
Bro, this nigga Jonah Hill lost mad weight, bro. I seen a picture. This nigga's so skinny now, bro. Congratulations.
Right? Jonah decided to outline his boundaries privately, which is the more acceptable way to go about doing it. He did it through text. Apparently, this is after some level of doing it.
To post pictures in the base. Okay. That I feel like that's a very mature thing to do. Talk to your she said fuck it? Nah, that's crazy. But talk to your your significant other privately and be like, yo, I don't like, do you do this and I do this and do this. And then a lot of society nowadays like, yo, that's insecurities. You should dump it's just dumb, bro.
He did it through text. Apparently, this is after some level of therapy that they had and stuff like that. And so he's using his words, he's exercising himself. And so he sends this text message that now all of a sudden has gotten leaked out. A private text message that happened in 2021.
No, it didn't get leaked out.
She put it out.
Posted on her story. That's
yeah.
crazy.
She said that he was a horrible, toxic boyfriend,
Yes.
and then niggas was like, show us proof. And so she was like, bet, fuck it. So she decided to post text messages because she let
Context.
she let the internet bait her. But it's, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I could take any one of our messages and make you look like a dickhead, and you could do the same thing to me.
Yeah.
It's not hard, bro, because all you have to do is make it very, very concise, and then you add your own context to it.
Yep.
And anytime you can make a nigga look like a dickhead. In this specific one, because it was like 5 or 6 I seen, he's just mentioning his different boundaries. I personally don't have to agree with all of them. I think if she was a surfer before you, having surfing with men be one of the priorities is kind of crazy. I mean, she could only surf with women.
But even listening, like, all right, so it's surfing with men sounds crazy, but then the next one says boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds as if like that's a conversation they potentially have already had.
She might have crossed the line
and
at
she's
some
already
point.
crossed it, and now he's reiterating that this is one of my boundaries, and to go along with the inappropriate relationships you had before, I no longer also don't feel comfortable with you surfing with men as well. That's what that comes
and
across.
On that final
as me.
paragraph, he says, "My boundaries with you based on the ways these actions have hurt our trust."
Exactly.
So it's
there's
something she
other
did
things
to
that
violate a
could have happened.
boundary, and
But-
he's reiterating.
But to be clear, we don't know this, but that's a very clear. I know he said it, but I'm just saying that's a very clear.
And nowadays it should be perfectly fine to state shit you don't like about your partner or like things that you think your partner shouldn't do. That should not be an insecurity, or society label it as an insecurity. That's dumb to me.
Way that it could have been interpreted based off of the last statement that he made.
Just like people have preferences for their like type. For their type, people have preferences for their type. It should be the same way you have preferences for what you like in a person, or what you think they shouldn't do or should do.
Something may have happened in a relationship for him to outline these boundaries, and she's making it seem as if like she did nothing or these boundaries are coming out of nowhere. And agreed, some of these may come across as a bit excessive, but A, we don't know the context, and B, we don't know the history of their relationship, so who are we to say one way or another? Because especially it sounds like she has a lot to gain in manipulating the truth, because she decides to put this out after he's already now moved on to another relationship with the fiance, and after his fiance has birthed their child. So she decided to wait to do this. But the crazy part about it is, going back to the initial one, even when you set your boundaries privately, it's still a problem, because now this is being manipulated in a way in which is like, oh, you're just a horrible person, and now all of a sudden it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So this is what really blew me, the gaslighting.
Jonah Hill was using therapy speak to control his girlfriend Sarah, his now ex-girlfriend, and it's important that we go over this misuse of therapy language, which is kind of a thing these days, and how it can be super problematic as it masks controlling behavior under a commonly accepted positive concept, in this case, boundaries, making it harder for the person on the receiving end, Sarah, to challenge it. Okay, so Jonah is basically telling his professional surfer girlfriend, I am not going to be with you if you surf with men, have boundaryless friendships with men, model, post pictures in a bathing suit, or post suggestive pictures, and are friends with women who are in unstable places.
I ain't gonna lie, I think his shit is kind of like excessive. Like the modeling part, I don't agree with that one. Posting pictures, nah. Surfing with men, nah. The second one, maybe. The sexual pictures, yeah. But I mean, that's his preferences. You gotta respect them. That's his shit. Like, what are we talking about?
He goes on to say that these are my boundaries for a romantic relationship. Jonah's use of the term boundaries in this message is a misuse of the concept.
And I want y'all to know, as Agent pointed out, the last part of it where it says, again, my boundaries with you based on the way these actions have hurt our trust. To completely ignore that part of the conversation is crazy. And it's even worse that she actually kept that part of the conversation in, and niggas still are ignoring it with...
Man, y'all TikTok niggas, oh my god, y'all be running with shit. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all be running with shit just for content, bro. That shit is crazy to me.
very little context that we have.
She tried to make this nigga look
Jesus.
like a bad guy, and the internet, rightfully so, said we need proof because we're not just gonna believe you because we've seen how that goes. And the proof she posted was it presented his point as the truthful one. Nothing. If she dig through, nigga, that says December 2nd, 2021.
2021,
That,
bro.
that means you went through your whole archive, and the craziest thing you
Yes.
can find is him.
And backtracking after y'all already broke up to find those, just crazy to me.
Just
Did.
That's literally like, I live in your mind shit.
legitimately
Yes.
telling you what his boundary was, and this cornball goofy ass therapist is gonna sit here and tell us that it's wrong to have those boundaries.
Yeah,
But
weird. That TikTok nigga is weird. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm sick
Like I'm saying, y'all be, oh my god, I ain't gonna lie.
of, bro. There's something.
I ain't
This
gonna say too much, but
This is the type of therapist right here that will say and do anything to keep a client, dog. Because in all reality, if you can't see how these are boundaries just because you don't agree with them, doesn't mean it's no longer a boundary. Doesn't mean it's no longer a boundary, bro. A boundary is what you set, is what you make it. Whether or not you agree with the boundaries is a separate conversation. But this nigga's gonna sit here and tell me it's not a boundary? Bro, those are boundaries. And it's based on, from what it says, shit that's happened in the past. If I'm talking to someone and I know she's really friendly, then I might need to create a boundary where she's not overly friendly with men so they don't think she's flirting with them. But if I'm talking to a person and she's not friendly, there's no need for me to set that boundary because she's not even the type of person to
yeah, you can send batteries for certain females that you're talking to. Is perfectly fine.
be like that. It's unnecessary. It depends on
You gotta adapt to the person you're with.
your fucking relationship. It also depends on the type of relationship you want and type of person you both are. That's what it is.
Because basically, what he just said, he's looking out for in the long run because she might not know that her over friendliness might come off as flirting. So the men will try to get back at her and then be hitting on her, and then it's just putting her on a hot spot because that's an option for her to cheat right there. But if he just puts that boundary, that'll cut that all out, and the rest should be fine. Like, come on now.
You might want your girl to dress modest. You might want your girl to spend this amount of time
And all you can do is respect the boundary, my nigga. What the fuck is you talking down on it for?
with you. Bro, you can set it however fuck you want to. And if she doesn't comply, you don't have to be
I
together.
want to say that's the thing. If the best part about this is that if those are boundaries that she's not willing to adhere to, it's fine. Y'all just don't be together. Like I just don't understand.
It's simple.
Why it's that difficult.
And that's what happened, it seems like.
Yeah, literally, it happened. They said it. Maybe there was an ongoing conversation, but eventually it led to them not being together anymore.
But the craziest
so I don't
part
understand
is
what the fuck is the problem.
the biggest manipulation of all this is that this woman had
Decided,
waited
yes.
until he was happy in a relationship and they gave birth to a child for her to be.
Oh, he was in another relationship and he gave child, and then she dropped that. Nah, she's weird. She's weird, and then now she's claiming it as he's toxic to fuck up his relationship. That's some petty ass shit. Oh my god, some niggas are so fucked up. That's some petty ass weird ass shit.
Be like, damn, I hate seeing this nigga happy because it's not with
Nah, that's
me.
crazy. That's literally living your head rent free type shit. That's weird as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
See how I could fuck this up for him. Crazy part is it backfired. Bro, niggas is not dumb.
And again, I want you to be very mindful that niggas like him and everybody else who's on her side are completely removing every telltale sign that would immediately point to her being the toxic one in the relationship. Not only the last part of this conversation, the fact that this even got released 2 years after the relationship is already done, and then the
2 years is
timing of it
crazy. That's supposed to be dead and gone. Y'all broke up for a reason. Leave it in the past. The fuck is you doing? That's weird.
is,
Bro,
and the
there's
timing
no-
of it as well, bro.
Marcel, there's no way
just
to
no
win.
way.
There's
There's
no way to
literally
win.
no way. There's no way, bro.
I've spoken
No
to
way.
women before, bro, where
No way.
the issue they had was they would tell me, "Oh my God, you're so dry. It's like your brain is like a computer." And they say shit like that to me
Yeah.
because I don't respond emotionally. So you can be rude and
I can see that. I can see that.
disrespectful to me, but if I
can see
respond
that.
calmly, they take it as a sign I don't care. But if I get loud and yell or scream or get angry, they're gonna be like, oh my god, he really cares about this
That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. They really be thinking like shit like that too. That shit is so crazy to me.
topic. So you don't care when you're just being straightforward and setting your boundaries, but if he got loud with her, then now you can spin that to make it look like he's verbally abusive and that etc. etc. Oh, he's an abusive partner and things.
This life shit is literally chess, bro. You gotta play the shit right. I be like me, bro. I be playing shit safe, bro. I just be playing shit safe. I just be calm and collected, playing shit safe. I don't like to take too many risks because that shit could backfire on you crazy. Shit's fucked up.
Things of that nature because
You're right about the word.
Niggas be lobbing the word abuse around like it's nothing.
That's what she did. She threw around the abuse word. And I'm like, how? Like if literally this is your example of it, bro, come on, bro.
But that's why I
What are
said we need to be more specific about the way we use words. If I say I
Most
abuse
definitely.
low, niggas are probably gonna think physical.
Yes.
Most
Right?
definitely.
Now if I say let's say you were a woman, I'm like I abuse low. They might assume like maybe sexually, maybe physically,
It's a
but
whole
probably
bunch of
sexually.
list of things,
But
yeah.
people make assumptions based on the words you give them. That's the point. So just be specific about what it is that happened. And I made the same case about the word assault.
Yeah.
He got assaulted. I personally think physical, but nowadays you more and more so think like sexual. But then sexual assault is also very vague. It can go up to the R word and as low as like
Just
somebody
inappropriate
touching your
touching,
knee
yeah.
and you didn't want your knee touched. So it's like
Nah, bro. This shit is bad, bro. We need to figure this shit out as a collective because this shit is low key bad.
the words have become so vague and the definitions are so wide open that like people are using them to misrepresent what happened, and that's actually manipulation, dog.
Which is that, and that's the part where this dickhead right here and other people like him is like, bro, how do y'all not see
Kill a
these
nigga, dickhead.
things?
This dumbass, dickhead ass nigga.
But again, even if I don't go down that line, bro, like, it's fine for him to outline his boundaries. These are his boundaries. This is what's set. If they don't agree, they move on.
Dead ass.
That's fine. It's
Dead ass.
genuinely not that complicated at all. But let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let us know, man, what type of boundaries you have, man. And would you allow Usher to violate your woman like that, bro?
Nah. I got this, matter of fact, let me tell you a story. I got this one girl. She has a nigga, but she be hugging on other niggas at work. Would y'all allow that? But it's friendly though. I don't know. Cause I take any type of like physical touch is like, but I don't know. Cause it go either way. I don't know, bro. In her mind it might be friendly, but the other nigga might be like sexual. I don't know, bro. Shit is crazy. W video though. I'm gonna hit that like button. Go ahead, like my shit though. You know what I'm saying? If you watch it, go ahead, like it. Cause I know you liked it. I know you like it, my nigga. Like this shit. Fuck is wrong with you? I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.